The head of America's Central Intelligence Agency, John Ratcliffe, has travelled to Moscow for meetings, according to US media reports. It follows sightings of a US Air Force military plane at a Moscow airport, along with a US diplomatic motorcade. There has been no official comment from the White House, and the Russian government has declined to comment. Tom Bateman is our correspondent in Washington. So how much do we know? What do we know, Tom?
Well, hardly an attempt, Jane, by the Americans to keep this visit a secret. It was a C-17 plane, one of these huge military transporters that John Ratcliffe was flown into Moscow on. That was seen and recorded and appeared all over social media. Part of the trip from Latvia, which is a NATO ally of the Americans, was also available on flight trackers. So, you know, it was quite quickly confirmed privately by US officials that this trip has taken place. It is extremely rare for American spy chiefs to travel to Moscow. The last time that we know about was in 2021 when William Burns, then director of the CIA, went in an unsuccessful attempt to try to talk Vladimir Putin out of invading Ukraine. Now, we don't know exactly why John Ratcliffe has gone today. If it is to do with President Trump's attempts to broker a peace between Russia and Ukraine, it seems unlikely. Those efforts are stalled at the moment. Mr. Ratcliffe has been involved in previous talks with Russian intelligence officials over US-Russia detainee exchanges. But again, there isn't a huge amount on the cards at the moment with that. One other quite plausible theory is to do with growing concerns among Western intelligence officials about Russia's so-called hybrid or grey zone attacks into NATO countries, sometimes involving explosive-laden drones or cyber warfare, all things Russia denies, but which, with Moscow under growing pressure from long-range Ukrainian missile fire, there is a concern in the West that Mr. Putin might try and escalate his way out of this crisis at the moment. So this may well be a warning from Washington to Mr. Putin not to mess with NATO. No word from any officials at the moment in this building, in the State Department, neither from the CIA itself.